Olá, 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 boa tarde, boa tarde. Sempre com um EQ. E aí, povo, como é que vocês estão? Tudo de boa? Bora jogar um videogame? Continuar a nossa campanha de Noire nessa terça-feira, datando a live 15/10, dia dos professores. Querem café? Na caneca do Dragon Ball? Bora? Então bora. Deixa eu colocar a tela aqui pra vocês. Vamos continuar os casos da Homicide Desk. Nós estamos no caso do White Shoes Lane. Acho que é isso o nome. O abate do calçado branco. Esse é o quarto caso da agenda de homicídios. Acho que é isso. Check for downloadable content. Vamos lá. Resume. É, ó, The White Shoes Lane. Bora. Ah, sim, lembrei a do ônibus. Chovendo. O busão para. A mulher meio louca, meio dopada. O cara lá do outro lado. Mulher quase atropelada, ó, dando risadinha. Toda fagueira.
Good morning, gentlemen, and what a grand morning it is too. We have just cause for celebration. Galloway and Phelps are sending another fiend to San Quentin. A nice showy trial, and he'll be strapped down with gas seeping into his tiny reptile brain. Now, to fresh business. Galloway and Phelps, the task is at hand. The address is on the hill, north downtown off Fremont Avenue.
Aí, ó. Já botou nós pra trampar de novo.
Skipper, is the new letter genuine?
Now, boys, we all know how many imbeciles invest in the book.
Vamos lá. Vamos pra cena do crime. Chovendo.
Sunny California. Stop.
O Galloway que dirige. Para variar.
A fine morning indeed. We keep locking them up, but the bodies keep piling up.
Yeah, Californians love a fad, Phelps. As long as the bricks hold up to San Quentin, there'll always be killers in this town to save.
First the letter, and now another body. Come on, you can't keep on telling me there's not a killer still out there.
You know, Phelps, all these arrests on your record are giving you a reputation. You don't want them turning into unsolved.
Getting a vicious killer off the streets is more important than my reputation.
Really?
And besides, landing a big fat marlin is more impressive than an ocean full of minnows.
The minnows maketh the man, Phelps. You can't always hit home runs. Sometimes you just gotta make first base.
Oscar.
Detectives?
Phelps and Galloway, homicide.
Scene is secure. The rest of the patrolmen are going door to door, canvassing for witnesses.
Thanks. Keep me informed.
Will do, Detective.
This looks awfully familiar.
I think that's the impression the boys from the Examiner took with them as well.
There's nothing original under the sun. Why should murder be any different?
What do we have so far?
Not much trace evidence to speak of. Storm blew in around 10 last night, and the rain washed most of it away.
And the body?
Looks like she was tipped out of an automobile from the tire tracks and superficial injuries. Strangled with a link of rope.
Lista de chapéu
For my
também.
money, it's triple braid again.
O Mal.
Time of death.
From her temperature, maybe 2 a.m., but it was cold last night.
Usual head injuries.
Blunt force trauma. Knock him over the head, then strangle and mutilate. No message with this one.
At least she was left clothed.
I doubt very much he was concerned with her dignity.
The green silk dress is very distinctive. Any sign of her other shoe?
No. And no handbag or other personal effects.
Olha, mulher sem nada. Então, pera aí. Dólar. As pegadas.
No drag marks. The killer was moving around, surveying the scene.
Aí as marcas de pneu.
Our driver and our killer are most likely one and the same.
E aí vamos mexer no corpo da mulher. Também é uma marca de estrangulamento e a marca da lavanderia lá atrás lá.
F1363.
Que mais que ela tem? Vamos ver na outra mão? Na mão? Niente. Nessa mão. Também nada. E na... Ah, aqui não dá pra mexer na barriga. Vamos falar de volta aí com...
Not now, Phelps.
Ah, not now. Tá. Deixa eu usar o telefone. Ah, mulher. Na hora que eu usar o telefone.
Detectives, I've been working the houses across the street and up the block. This lady thinks she has something for us.
Detective Phelps, LAPD.
I'm Mrs. Barton, Catherine Barton. I live
Catherine Barton. Pessoas
Did you
suspeitas.
see anyone around here last night?
Not last night, but yesterday, early evening, I saw that awful hobo.
Do you have a description?
Tall, gaunt, horribly disfigured. I think he may have had an accident in the war. He's a very scary, angry man.
Any idea where we might find him?
One of the hobo camps around here. He's some kind of hobo leader. They all follow him around.
Thank you, ma'am. You've been a big help.
Of course. Anything I can do to help. I'd hate to think that something so ghastly could happen right here and nothing be done about it.
Beleza. Aí agora sim eu vou usar o telefone para achar o endereço da lavanderia. O telefone na árvore.
Phelps, 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need an address on Superior Laundry Services.
Just a moment. Superior Laundry Services, 1260 West 1st Street.
Can you track down reports of hobo camps in the vicinity of Signal Hill?
Just a moment, Detective. There's a large camp under the bridge on Grand between Temple and Sunset.
Thank you.
Já tô indo. Então vamos. Ô, Galloway.
You know the way. You can drive.
Fine.
Superior Laundry
Where we headed?
Services.
No message.
Excuse me?
There was no message.
Where?
On the Vic. The last bodies had something written on them. This one didn't.
I'm failing to follow you.
Can't be the same guy is what I'm saying, right? Before you start trying to link this to Maldonado and all the others.
There are more factors to consider than the messages, Rusty.
This doesn't fit your pattern, Cole. End of conversation. Understand?
Ó, os caras não param de discutir. Aí, ó, Superior Laundry.
At least the rain stopped. Change back into those white bucks.
Phelps and Galloway, LAPD. We're investigating a case, and one of your laundry labels came up. F1363.
If you give me a minute, I'll go find a register and you can take a look.
Ó, o China.
You take a look for
Aí.
yourself. I've got clothes that need pressing.
Então tá bom.
Number down on that dress, is it there?
Green silk dress. Aqui, ó.
Mrs. T. Terrellson, 43
Terrellson.
Westlake.
Agora a gente já tem o endereço. Pelo menos parou de chover. Só que antes de ir lá, ó, tá ali, ó, 43 Emerald Street. Nós vamos lá pro
Where
Hobo
exactly are
Camp.
we going?
I think we ought to investigate the hobo lead.
Well, if you think we ought to, then I guess we ought.
É só pra fazer um registro. Aí, ó. Quando a gente chega, meio dia e meio.
We're looking for a tall man with a disfigured face. You know him?
Huh? What? I fought in 2 wars, you know, son. I think I earned some peace and quiet.
Ah, the bum isn't here.
Look at this.
We should follow the other lead. These guys can wait.
Aí, ó. Só pra isso.
Can you drive to this one?
Fine. Where are we headed?
Aí sim nós vamos lá pra Rua da Esmeralda.
I've got a feeling we're about
Olha a
to meet
cagada.
another wife killer.
You've always got that feeling, Rusty.
Oh, o Rusty dirigindo, cara. Olha a cagada.
Please, for once, can you not let your assumptions color your detective work?
Just you wait.
O cara levou o telefone, quase bateu ali. Aí, ó, chegamos. Ou de casa.
Hello? Yes?
Detectives Phelps and Galloway. Is your wife home, sir?
My wife went out last night and she hasn't come home.
Can you describe your wife and what she was wearing?
We were out at a friend's place, Bobby Ross's, for a party. She was kind of dolled up. She had her green silk dress, open-toed white shoes. Those are her favorite shoes.
Can we come in, Mr. Tarleton? I'm afraid we have some rather bad news. Do you have someone who can look after your children, Mr. Tarleton?
I've been trying to arrange a sitter. Look, tell me what's happened.
I'm afraid your wife was murdered last night. Her body was found this morning. We're very sorry for your loss. I know this is a difficult time, Mr. Tarleton, but we are going to need you to answer some questions. First, we're going to take a look around.
What for? You don't think
It's procedure. You see to your girls.
As crianças todos uns alienígenas, ó.
Stay here till Daddy's finished talking to these men.
Where's Mommy?
Everything's gonna be all right, sweetheart.
We would like Mommy to come home now, Daddy.
Ó, criança pequenininha com voz de adulto. We like our mom come home, daddy.
Want to hear something funny, Tarleton? Some bums think filling out.
Agora a gente tem que dar uma olhada aqui nas paradas. Vamos no quarto aqui primeiro. Vamos dar uma olhada no caixinha de Forth, Baron's Bar. O endereço. O quadro. Aí, ó. Atrás não tem nada. A bolsa. O purse, né? Não. Aqui não tem nada. O quarto das crianças. Ah, um barquinho. Aqui não tem nada.
If you'd excuse me, ladies.
Ó. Essa bolsa aqui é pra mexer.
So she went out without her handbag?
Um batão.
Spared that particular indignity.
Já usado bastante. A carteira de identidade. Theresa Tarleton. Ó. Ele saiu e a roupa tá molhada ainda. Aí o sapato molhado também. Cheio de lama, ó. Muddy boots. Só tá faltando... Oh, Rusty. Só tá faltando uma coisa. Eu acho que tá aqui fora. Casinha do cachorro. Aí, ó. A corda.
Looks like a match with the ligature marks.
Ball rope. Sai da frente, Rusty. Porra. Caralho.
Be out of your way momentarily, ladies.
Olha, mais uma caixinha de fósforo, que eu acho que é essa que tem que ver.
Baron's bar again. Someone must be real sweet on this dive.
Ah, tá aí. Não apareceu nada, daí tem ali a lareira. Vamos falar com o homem.
For the record, Mr. Tarleton, what is your wife's name?
Aí a gente tem que interrogar ele. Vamos lá. Os possíveis suspeitos.
Do you have any idea why anyone would want to hurt your wife?
No. Everyone loved Teresa. She was so full of life. It can't be anyone who knew her.
Uhum, lógico.
I think you're lying, Lars. I think you were mad at your wife for embarrassing you in front of your friends. I think you came back here and strangled her and then dumped her body on the hill.
You think I strangled my wife? How do you expect to prove that?
Porque a gente encontrou no corpo dela marca de estrangulamento. E também achamos a corda.
Your wife was strangled with triple braid rope. The bow line from your boat is a perfect match.
Look, I know this looks bad. I'm gonna have to come to terms with the fact that I let her go.
E o teu álibi?
You said you went to a party at Bobby Ross's place?
That's right, Bobby had a bunch of people over. We were having a good time. She said she was bored and decided to leave.
Tá certo. Que mais?
You let your drunk wife leave the party and go off on her own?
Look, I was angry. I was having a good time. She has to go and
Claro.
We always have to do what she wants to do. Last night she wanted to go dancing.
Any idea where?
Where she always goes. Bar down on North Beaudry Avenue. Baron's bar.
Baron.
She goes there, drinks too much, gets maudlin, and calls me. I go and bring her home.
Tá. E o psicológico dela?
Mr. Tarleton, was Teresa happy at home?
Yeah, I think she was.
Uhum. Claro que tava. Se ela ia pro bar todo dia. Continua. Vamos.
We like the look of you for this, so you better give us something.
We're at the party. She has a few and says she wants to go out dancing. We only have the sitter until 9. I get mad. I tell her to go ahead, but I'm staying. She storms out. Look, I'm doing well at cards. I hardly ever do well.
Claro, sim. Me convenceu pra cacete.
What time did she leave the party?
About 8:30, maybe a little earlier.
Quando foi a última vez que você viu?
When was the last time you saw your wife?
Around 8:30. The card game at Bobby's was wrapping up. I played out my hand and drove home here. Paid the sitter and...
Olha lá, olhou pra baixo. Quer ver? Ó, a olhadinha, vai mudar, ó. Não, mas ele tá convicto. Só que ele tá mentindo. Sabe por que ele tá mentindo?
You're lying, Lars. You didn't come straight home, did you?
Ó, ele não veio direto pra casa. E daí como que a gente sabe? Por causa da roupa molhada. Aqui, ó, wet jacket.
You were out in the rain. You got soaked, Lars. We found your wet weather gear.
Okay, I stayed a little later than I said. The little brunette was hitting on me. Teresa noticed. I was half cut. I walked her home from Bobby's, but nothing happened. I walked back and got the car this morning.
Thanks for answering my questions, Mr. Tarleton. You'll need to go downtown to identify your wife's body.
Ó, precisa lá no necrotério reconhecer o corpo.
You give in to broads, you'll be giving in to them your entire life. We could break the
O
husband's
que nós vamos fazer? Vamos usar o telefone.
Get some uniforms dispatched to check out his alibi.
Operator, message for KGPL.
Putting you through now.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
Can you run an address for a Bobby Ross? Then send some uniforms over.
Would you like him picked up?
No. Suspect says he was with Ross last night. We need to confirm the alibi.
I'll get a prowl car dispatched.
Thanks for your help.
Então tá. Vamos vazar?
Appreciate your time, sir.
Sai daí, Galloway. Vamos lá pro Baron's Bar.
Do you believe this guy's story?
Kind of rings true.
11 King, go ahead. That's a couple of blocks from the murder scene.
Vamos lá.
Gents, drink?
Phelps and Galloway, LAPD.
I'm Benny Clough. This about Teresa
Benny
Carrollson?
Clough.
Yes, it is.
I heard about it on the radio. They're saying it was that Black Dahlia freak again? God damn it.
Vamos falar com o bartender aí.
The babysitter said he was out.
If you don't mind, we have a few questions.
Olha lá. Quando foi a última vez que você viu?
What time did Teresa leave?
Around 10:30, I think.
On foot? In a car? By bus? How was it?
She called for a cab.
Did you get the number?
Sure I did. I like Teresa. The only time she has a drink is when things aren't going so good at home. I was worried about her.
Where's that goddamn waitress?
Aí ele vai me dar ali, ó. Ele anotou o número do táxi que ela pegou.
Put out an APB on the cab.
Teresa Sterson, Yellow Cab 3591. Vamos lá. Vagrant male suspect.
Who was she with? We've had reports about a tall, gaunt-looking hobo. He wasn't here last night?
I get plenty of bums in here.
Ah, claro.
To fit that description.
E você não suspeitou de ninguém, né? Não tô acreditando muito em você,
The
não.
likelihood is that whoever she left here with killed her. Give it up, Benny.
All right, two creeps were all over her, promising to take her dancing.
You get a good look at these guys?
Sure. I got a good look. One of them was a sailor in uniform. His cap
Era
said,
marinheiro, ó.
USS Indiana.
And the other
Marinheiro, corda.
The other guy is Richard Bates. He's sitting in the back right now. Red polo shirt.
Tá, e sobre o táxi?
Any idea where she was headed?
No, I didn't get that.
Tá bom.
The husband said she wanted to go dancing.
And she always wants to dance when she's been drinking. She was trying to talk some guys into taking her to one of the dance halls.
Thank you for your help, Mr. Bluff. We'll take it from here.
Hey, no problem.
Olha lá, ó.
This is Bates.
Ó a cara dele, de marrento.
LAPD, don't make me chase you, shitbird.
Shitbird.
Can't let the son of a bitch get away. Go, Phelps, get after it.
Olha a cagada.
Come on, gotta ride. Get in and drive.
him up and throw away the key.
Tentei pegar ele a pé.
No time to wait, Rusty. Killer, he gets away.
Porra, bateu bem na quina. Pronto, o cara foi. Não, peraí. Puta, vai reiniciar o capítulo todo? Tomara que só a perseguição, senão eu fiz cagada. Ah, eu não acredito nisso. Deixa eu ver. Puta, tinha que sair e entrar. Que cagada que eu fiz. Porque eu não quero causar dano ao patrimônio. Senão eu perco as 5 estrelas. Aí, não tinha salvado. Eu vou ter que falar com o bartender de novo.
Phelps and Galloway, LAPD.
Danado.
This about Teresa Terrellson?
Yes, it is.
I heard about it on the radio.
Benny Clough.
Saying it was that Black Dahlia freak again? God damn it. Yeah, I rang that husband of hers. The babysitter said he was out.
If you don't mind, we have a few questions.
Last contact with the victim.
What time did Teresa leave?
Around 10:30, I think.
On foot? In a car? By bus? How was it?
She called for a cab.
Did you get the number?
Sure I did. I like Teresa. The only time she has a drink is when things aren't going so good at home. I was worried about her. This is a case.
Vamos ver de volta aqui, ó.
Put out an APB on the cab. 3591. Should be traceable.
A vagrant male suspect.
Who was she with? We've had reports about a tall, gaunt-looking hobo. He wasn't here last night?
I get plenty of bums in here, but nothing to fit that description.
The likelihood is that whoever she left here with killed her. Give it up, Benny.
All right, 2 creeps were all over her, promising to take her dancing.
You get a good look at these guys?
Sure. I got a good look. One of them was a sailor in uniform. His cap said, USS Indiana.
And the other man?
The other guy is Richard Bates. He's sitting in the back right now. Red polo shirt.
Aí o táxi.
Any idea where she was headed?
Nope. I didn't get that.
The husband said she wanted to go dancing.
And she always wants to dance when she's been drinking. She was trying to talk some guys into taking her to one of the dance halls.
Thank you for your help, Mr. Clough. We'll take it from here.
Hey, no problem.
This is Bates.
That's him.
LAPD, don't make me chase you, shitbird.
Vamos lá.
Can't let
Agora
the
pegar o
son of a
carro.
bitch get away. Go, Phelps, get after it. Shoot the creep. Come on, gotta ride. Get in and drive.
I thought you were gonna leave me there.
Who knows what this guy will pull when he's cornered? We could have a killer on our hands. don't think the killer would be kicking back in the bar where he met the victim.
Listen, a creature of habit is your killer. For some reason, they're sticklers for routine. He's showing you how it's done. Come on, Phelps, you're letting this lust get away from you.
Eu sempre bato na esquina, impressionante. Olha lá, ó. Vou querer tirar a fina dos negócios, é isso que dá.
God damn it, get after him, Cole.
I thought you were gonna leave me there.
Who knows what this guy will pull when he's cornered? We could have a killer on our hands.
Phelps, you gotta get me closer.
I don't think the killer would be kicking back in the bar where he met the victim.
Listen, a creature of habit is your killer. For some reason, they're sticklers for routine.
Keep it steady and I'll try to bust his tires. Hit it. Clean this asshole off the road. Hit him, Cole. Spin him out.
Let's end this farce.
Que merda, não acertou?
Don't go to sleep on me. Get me back in close.
Ou o cara vira do nada? Olha lá, não passa o cara.
Spin him out, Cole. The road's wet.
Okay, Bates. You're gonna answer some questions.
I have a choice in this.
Aproximação com a vítima.
Last night, you went drinking with a lady in the bar. Now she's dead. And your face is all messed up.
I'm in the clear on that. She preferred a sailor. You could lay it off on him. Are we finished?
Cara de fuinha dele? Não, não terminamos não. Olha lá, o cacetete.
She was okay. Drunk. Pissed off at her old man, wanting to go dancing. I thought I'd ply her with a few drinks and get my end away. Looks like your salty had the same idea.
I counted the movements.
So what happened when you left the bar?
Sailor boy laid one on me. A cheap shot. After that, I don't know.
Ah. Não convence.
You've done time, haven't you, Richard? Is that why you ran?
I'm on parole. Sexual assault. Look, I was lying there on the sidewalk. He flags a cab and jumps in with the broad.
We're taking you in, Bates.
How come?
Just for a chat.
Só pra conversar.
Chat. I'll explain my theory of once a degenerate, always a degenerate.
Take him to Central. He's a material witness in a murder case. Find him a cozy cell.
Richard here knows the drill.
Porra, o telefone lá na puta que pariu. Cheira o dedo.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need an APB out on a yellow cab, number 3591. Ask dispatch to relay all sightings to car 11K.
No problem. I'll get on the radio.
Thanks.
He's the cop who arrested that movie producer.
You can drive.
It's about time some of those movie people went to
Fine.
jail.
Where are we headed?
Touch it.
Ah, tá. Tem que ficar agora dando um rolê. Até a gente achar o táxi. Olha lá.
Response on your APB regarding yellow cab number 3591. The vehicle has been identified at a gas station. Now heading west on 7th Street.
Garage on 7th Street. Let's hit it, Phelps. The cab driver might tie this whole thing together.
I hope you're right.
Lindley Place, 6th Street, Lindley Place. Unit to handle code 3, identify.
Não, mas pera aí, daí onde é que eu tô? Eu tenho que voltar.
You see our taxi anywhere?
Voltar pra caralho.
11K, yellow cab number 3591. Sighted at the corner of Wilshire and Whitford.
Aí daqui. Eu vou virar à direita.
Wilshire and Whitford, 11K.
Quase que eu bati.
Where's that cab got to now?
Further on your APB on yellow
quase.
cab number 3591. Vehicle identified at Reggie's Cafe. Heading north on Whitford. KGPL clear.
Olha, ó, vamos passar por ele ali na frente. Cacete. Tá aqui, ó.
LAPD, we're investigating a murder.
What's that got to do with me?
The ferry you picked up from Barron's bar last night. What was the woman wearing?
Green dress. Oh, don't tell me something's happened to her.
Tell me about her.
She was with this sailor, and he was all over her. She wasn't having any of it. Said she just wanted to dance. But he had that look in his eye.
Where did you drop them off?
It's at the Crystal Ballroom.
What time?
After midnight. 12:30? Something like that.
Thanks. You've been a big help.
Well, that's gonna ruin my day.
And you feeling exquisitely clean from head to foot. Just try the Hollywood Beauty Bath with Pandora
Tá.
and you'll see
Aí a
why.
partir daqui
Pandora brand soaps got that.
Can you drive to this one?
And where exactly
Ah,
are we
nós só
going?
temos o RoboCamp. Deixa eu ver aqui só uma coisa. Ah, tá. Vamos lá no RoboCamp, que é o único lugar que dá pra ir.
Road has socks in.
We're looking for a tall, disfigured man at the camp.
Could be difficult. Most bums look deformed to me.
Come on, Rusty, this isn't gothic fiction. Hobos are just like you or me. They're just men who've fallen on hard times.
You ain't much of a detective, Phelps. You think a hobo's like me. Clue number one, how do I smell?
Of alcohol and stale sweat. You know, I may be onto something here.
Very funny, Phelps.
Mas eu acho que eu fiz cagada. Porra! Ó, com arma na mão.
LAPD, we'd like a word with you.
Save it for someone who's interested. They're fascists. Come to move us on and steal what little we have left.
6 rounds won't get us far.
I need you to stay copacetic. You need to hold out for cavalry.
How do you do that?
Left shot to keep you down, Phelps.
If you want your rightful share, we need to fight for it.
Disciples know what you did last night?
Palhaço. Babaca.
What's your name?
Comrade Stalin.
Very funny. We'll find out from your personal effects.
Stuart Ackerman.
You're under suspicion for murder, Ackerman. We're taking you downtown.
You can't do anything more to me than what the Japanese have already done.
Ah, daí agora que ele empunha a arma. Tipo. Vamos dar uma olhada.
The Kremlin's over here.
Aí, ó, o jornal.
Toss it, see what you find.
Missing morphine. Cops say guns fighting dope war. Olha lá, ó. A guerra dos narcóticos.
Still working, Jack. I'm off to the Lighthouse Club in Santa Monica.
Hello, Jack. Mr. Benson, this is Courtney Sheldon. He's a buddy of mine from the war.
Well, I'm sure you two will want to polish some old war stories. Good evening, Jack. Mr. Sheldon.
Good night, sir. Take a seat, Courtney. We need your help, Jack. I told you I would have nothing to do with that.
I'm fine too, Jack. Medical school's going well. I got a part-time job.
Do dope peddlers need part-time jobs?
We made a mistake and we're in trouble, Jack. A local gangster, Mickey Cohen, is putting
Só não sei se eu vou fazer as 5 estrelas porque tem coisa que eu deixei pra trás.
We had a deal with them that they would dole it out slowly. They said they would supply abortion clinics and doctors, but they've been moving it on to addicts, and they can't cope with the purity.
So your problem is with gangsters being dishonest?
My problem is that people are dying, and that if this gets back to us, we'll all end up in jail.
So how am I supposed to help, Courtney? This isn't the war. I can't just wave a magic wand and clean up your mess.
We want you to negotiate, Jack.
The only thing these guys understand is force, Sheldon. They got to the top back east by proving to be more vicious than the English, the Irish, and the Dutch. They make their own laws. That's the nature of a secret society. God's sake, Courtney, you want to be a doctor. How can you fight with that?
We are better trained, Jack.
I didn't make it through the war to come back to this kind of shit, Sheldon.
Vamos lá, daí agora a gente olha o cortiço. A bolsa da mulher, o purse. Aí ó, TT de Teresa Terrelson. Olha lá ó.
Ackerman doesn't look like much of a dancer.
Crystal Ballroom. Aí a corda que ele usou para estrangular.
Looks familiar. Safe bet it'll match the mark under Teresa Terrelson's chin.
O problema é que não dá pra ir nos outros lugares, ó. Vai ter que voltar lá pra central de polícia. E eu perdi um negócio. Que era o busão. Que a mulher desceu do busão, lembra? E aí, pirata? Benção? Boa tarde. Tudo bom? Dando sequência na nossa platina do LA Noire. Vamos lá, vamos falar com o cara. Ele tá na sala 1, se eu não me engano.
Ackerman, you were in the Marines.
How do you know?
The Corps selected big guys for flamethrower duty. That's how you got the burns.
Life expectancy was 5 minutes for a guy in flamethrower detail. What kind of a government puts weight like that on a man's shoulders?
You'll get no argument from me. It was a heavy load.
You feeling sorry for this smelly fuck?
Tá. Por que você matou?
Why did you kill Mrs. Terrelson?
I have no recollection of the people I have killed.
Are you denying that you strangled Mrs. Terrelson with a length of rope?
I'm not denying anything. You have to have proof, lackey.
Lackey. Vamos lá, bloodstain. Rope piece.
We found a matching piece of rope in your lean-to. I think we'll find the blood will match too.
I own no property. How could it belong to me?
Aí, ó. Como que ele conheceu a vítima?
Mrs. Terrelson near your camp around 2 a.m. Why did you take her up to the hill?
Which hill? I have many places. I go where I please.
É.
You are clearly insane, Ackerman. The state of California does not execute mental patients.
I don't know the names of the women I've killed, but I've killed many of them. Their necks are so fragile.
Claro.
Stuart Ackerman, I am charging you with the murder of Teresa Terrellson.
Cabelinho, hein?
A man down on his luck I can abide. But a filthy red who chooses to live outside the rules of society I cannot stomach. Maybe Pt3's or Tarleton will provide the catalyst we need. I've spoken to the chief and the mayor, and I think it's time we send some men in to remove the godless and send them on their way over the county line. A grand day that will be, gentlemen. And a grand result you have brought me. You two are fast becoming my finest crusaders.
Sei não, cara. Não gostei muito do resultado. Nossa senhora. Tá, beleza. 5 estrelas. Pistas encontradas 17 de 17. Questões que eu acertei 12 de 12. Ó, dano do carro $64. Pelo menos eu não me machuquei. E não machuquei ninguém. E o dano para a cidade 198. The bus driver who delivered Teresa to her death might have liked a chance to testify. Olha, viu? Já falou ali do ônibus que eu perdi. Eu fiz uma trajetória errada na solução do caso. Aí eu não tive chance de ir na estação de ônibus. Que merda. Tá, bora. Próximo. Ah, tem uma ceninha primeiro. De volta no cabaré. Ó, o Alfonso. Eles são amigos, ó. Ele cumprimenta. O Roy não gosta muito dele, não. Mas o cara vai sozinho, tem esposa, tem filho. Que no... Olha lá, a mulher cantando. No começo mostra o Cole saindo de casa, dando beijo na esposa. Mas aí ele vai pro cabaré, ó. Vai lá no Clube Show. A maior casa de espetáculos de... Ei! The Studio Secretary Murder. Vamos ver. Ó a mulher no meio da ferrovia, ó. Drogada até o último, ó. Ó o cara lá, ó. Com a chave de carro, pra variar. Aí a mulher, ó.
Of course we will look into it. Yes, I'm aware that it's an election year. Keep a hold of your hat, Counselor. Now is not the time to lose your nerve. It would appear that someone has hocked a rose gold wedding ring and matching engagement ring. Sound familiar?
Deirdre Muller.
Press the pawnbroker and see what you can find out. The address is 348 South Main Street. The Muller case goes before the grand jury next week, and the DA does not want any egg on his face. Then get out to the railroad depot on Santa Fe Avenue. We have another poor unfortunate found this morning beside a railroad line. 40-year-old white woman.
Right, Skipper.
I say we bust in there and find the goddamn evidence.
Yeah, the bum took a swipe.
Another body.
Put him down my saddle.
And Deirdre Muller's ring. The Emperor may soon have to come to terms with the fact that he's wearing no clothes.
Sai da frente, Rio.
Exactly. Did you get that book of riddles?
Vamos lá. Vamos pra cena do crime.
Yeah, what your old man paid college tuition for?
You drive.
I need to go over the case notes.
And where exactly are we going?
Ray Yard. 378 South Santa Fe Avenue. No. Pera aí. Log. Aqui, ó, Paul Breaker primeiro.
You can drive. You've got to admit, this is looking odd.
Anyone could pawn a ring.
But if you take it along with all of the other indicators...
Cole, Hugo Moeller was identified by the school's groundkeeper. He's our guy.
Witnesses have fingered the wrong guy before.
He ran, for God's sakes.
And he always maintained he was set up.
Globe Loan and Jewelry.
How can I help you boys?
Detectives Phelps and Galloway, LAPD. You have a rose gold wedding and engagement ring?
David Bremner. Am I gonna get something for this pledge? Gave that bum money, now you guys are gonna leave me short.
How much did you give him?
$50?
Try another number.
20?
Try 10. I feel lucky you're getting it.
I have the rings right here.
Olha, pawn rings.
What's this mark here?
Maker's mark. Usually traceable. That one came from Hartfield's Jewelry down on Broadway.
Olha lá, Hartfields.
Does this mark mean anything?
Hallmark. Gives you an idea of the quality.
What have you got on the guy who brought these in?
Goes by the name of Percy B. Shelley. Gave an address. 15 Poland Street, London, Tulare County.
Can you give us a description of the man who pawned these rings?
Not sure. Medium height, medium build. Dark hair, I think. Sorry. He just had one of those forgettable faces.
We'll be in touch, Mr. Bremner.
Pronto. Agora sim nós vamos lá na cena do crime.
You're behind the wheel.
Railward.
Fine. Where are we headed?
Eu liberei roupa nova? 5. Golden Boy. Get yourself 2 suits and get them pressed. Sunset Strip. Best one while rubbing shoulders with movie stars. Eat the Broderick. Hit harder and take more punches before going down. Não, vamos usar aqui o The Broderick. Um pouquinho. Tá, daí nós vamos lá na cena do crime. E tem algumas pistas para pegar lá.
The address is bogus. Herb is having fun with us. The guy who's been sending the Dahlia letters is also the guy who pawned these rings.
How do you figure that one?
Percy Bysshe Shelley wrote the poem that came with the Dahlia letter. If the Dahlia letters are genuine, then the man who killed Elizabeth Short may have also killed Deirdre Mullen.
And how do we prove that, Phelps? Skipper ain't gonna like this one.
We're gonna have to rely on this guy tripping up on his own vanity.
You boys ready? Follow me.
We should keep this development with the rings under our hat until we speak to the captain.
We're all on the same team, Rusty.
Chain of command, Phelps. The skipper will decide who needs to know. Got it?
I get it, Rusty. I just don't like it.
11 da manhã. Olha a cagada.
Hard, isn't it?
Yeah. I look after all the rail depots.
What have you got?
The Negro, Nelson Gaines, called it in. I came down here to make sure him and the other guy, Jameson, stuck around.
Jameson found the body?
Something like that. Guy makes me sick.
We'll talk to the coroner. Keep an eye on both of them.
Vamos falar com o legista primeiro.
What have we got here?
White female, approximately 40 years of age, lipstick smudges on the face, but no writing, at least nothing legible. A blunt force trauma to the temple, nose, and eye regions. Ligature marks point to the probable cause of death being strangulation.
Any idea of the time of death?
From her temperature, after midnight would be my guess.
Tá. Nada nessa mão. Anel arrancado.
Certainly seems I've been swabbing a lot of bare fingers recently.
Smell?
Very good. There is the usual evacuation smell, but it appears she's been living rough for quite some time.
Very strong smell of alcohol.
Well, the autopsy will tell, but I would assume that she was inebriated.
Can you be more exact about the time of death?
No later than 2 a.m. The state the body was in, a 1 or 2 hour window is the best I can do.
As marcas de sangue, ó.
Blood splatter on the carriage. She must have been struck while standing up.
Good morning, ladies. This is a chit for personal items, not booze. It's an angle worth investigating.
Levin's liquor. Caixinha de fósforo.
Maybe someone at Mensch's will remember her.
E na bolsa. Dear Evelyn.
Someone was trying to get her to come home.
Keystone Film Company.
Know about her.
That's going to be difficult, Cole. Keystone Studio lot closed back in 41.
Detective Phelps, LAPD Homicide.
John Ferdinand Jameson.
We need you to answer some questions, John.
If you don't mind, I prefer Ferdinand.
Don't push your luck, knucklehead.
What were you doing to the body, Ferdinand?
Are you sure you won't be upset?
Try me, Ferdinand.
I was kissing her. It's not against the law.
Shut up.
There's no
Take
law
your
against
beating
it.
like a man.
Turn out your pockets, Ferdinand.
O cara roubou o batom da mulher. Que ele beijou ela.
Classic Carmine.
Tem nada.
Is this yours, Ferdinand?
No. I found it near her purse. I thought she could use some lipstick.
Rusty, stop. Don't hit him.
Ó. Ele mexeu com as evidências.
You went through her purse?
It wasn't like she needed it. I took a look.
Did you take any money?
Wasn't any to take. I found her lipstick in her matchbook over on the mat. Not much else.
Tá. E como você encontrou o corpo?
Found the body?
Yes, I did. I work here. I was coming off shift and headed home.
Aham, claro.
Why didn't you report the body, Jameson? Do you know how this is going to look to a jury?
A jury? What gives? I could tell that she was dead. I came through here about midnight last night. She wasn't here then.
Let me belt him again.
You're under arrest, Jameson. We'll see how this plays out. Until then, you can think a little on how you.
O cara foi preso porque ele mexeu no corpo.
I'm telling you, it's not illegal. Me and some friends of mine.
Não aguentou.
Clyde, you get this sack of shit into a cell. I'll deal with him later.
Sure, Rusty.
Morning, ladies.
Aí, ó. Vamos pegar o telefone agora lá da adega.
1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need an address on Levine's Liquor, closest store to the Santa Fe Avenue rail yard, if possible.
Just a moment, Detective. Closest store would be the one at 939 South Hope Street.
Thanks, ma'am. You know the way. You
Aí, ó.
And where exactly?
Aí nós vamos lá na Levine's Liquor Store.
You read that those goddamn Chinese want to sell the relief food that we're sending them?
Yeah. Yeah, I read about that.
Those people are starving. They can't do that.
Want to sell the food to fund the civil war against the communists.
Really? Guess that's okay then.
Armies can't fight without food. You spend all your money on weapons, but you still have to have the will to fight. Fortunately, the Reds will win in China.
Watch your mouth. You know what you're saying?
The people of this country overthrew a king. You think the Chinese will balk at an emperor if they are starving?
What can I do for you?
LAPD, Phelps and Galloway. We're making inquiries into the murder of Evelyn Summers.
Evelyn? She's dead?
You knew Evelyn Summers, Mr.
Robbins. Yes, I knew Evelyn. I was a good friend of her ex-husband. She kept some of her stuff here.
Can you show us, please?
Sure. Come this way.
A mulher guardava umas coisas aqui, meu.
You got some fine stock, Mr. Robbins. No, you you let us take some for the road, this case might get solved a lot quicker.
He's joking, Mr. Robbins.
She kept a bed here, but I probably shouldn't have let her. An alcoholic in a liquor store.
Ah, ó,
Never
ela
worked
tinha
out,
tipo
was it?
acampamentinho.
We'll take a look around.
O quadro não é nada. Mas o livro é.
Evelyn was reading Aristotle.
Aristóteles. Metafísica.
The stupid thing about her was her need to drink.
And she was borrowing books from Grosvenor McCaffrey.
O verdadeiro dono do livro. Esse
He wasn't
quadro.
always such a loner.
Não tem nada. Aí aqui. O pino. O boliche.
Rawlings bowling alley.
Rawlings.
Did something other than drink in her spare time.
Rawlings. I know that place. Corner of 9th and Grand. A lot of cops bowl there on Tuesday nights.
Esse aqui, o que é?
Guessing Evelyn had
Evelyn
been held down the
Summers.
job for quite some time before she was killed.
Não. Tá aí o outro negócio aqui.
When exactly did Evelyn work in the picture?
Keystone
2 years
Films.
ago. She worked in legal copyrights for music.
Tem mais um negócio aqui. Não. Tá, eu tenho que falar com o cara lá, eu sei. Mas eu acho que é ele que vai dar a informação da compra. Tá.
We're trying to account for Evelyn's movements yesterday.
She came by in the morning.
A social visit to pick up some of her things?
She had a couple of bucks and bought a quart of rye.
Any idea where the money came from?
She didn't mention it, but she did say the booze was a present for a boy. She said they had been fighting and she had to make it up to him.
Qual que é o vínculo?
Were you and Evelyn close, Mr. Robbins?
Not many people will be sad she's gone. I'll be one of the few.
I got the impression that Evelyn had been sleeping rough of late.
It became difficult for me to have her staying here. Her mother was trying to get her back on the straight and narrow. She's old now. To be honest, you have to have a good reason to want to get back on.
Você conhece o
You
McCaffrey?
know a friend of Evelyn's by the name of McCaffrey?
Not personally.
Claro.
We're struggling for leads, Robbins. Did she know McCaffrey?
She idolized him. From what I gather, the feeling was far from mutual. He seems to peddle a revolutionary stance, fixing the ills of society. You could see how it would appeal to down-and-outs like Evelyn.
Thanks for your help, Mr. Robbins.
No problem. Hey, I'd like to make arrangements for the funeral. You think I could get in touch with Evelyn's mother?
Put in a call to the watch commander at Central Station, Mr. Robbins. He'll be trying to reach the next of kin.
Thanks. Get the guy, huh? Evelyn never hurt anybody.
Tá, antes de vazar, tem que achar um negócio ali que eu falei. Vou dar a última investigada. Não tem nada. Agora nós vamos lá no Mensch.
Can you drive to this one?
Mensch Bar.
Where are we headed?
Vinte e cinco pro meio-dia.
Drink, fellas. Phelps, Galloway, Homicide. We need to ask you some questions concerning Evelyn Summers.
I'm Walter Mensch. Evelyn Summers?
Ele é o
What is
dono.
it now?
You knew Evelyn?
As well as I wanted to know Evelyn. She's a pain in the ass, always coming in here, cadging drinks, never had any money. She was in just a couple of nights ago.
Did she ever tell you where she was staying?
I don't know. I think she was living rough. She had that kind of stunk about her.
Who did she drink with?
A bunch of these guys. Ask around.
What's your name?
Grosvenor McCaffrey.
Mind if I ask you some questions, Mr. McCaffrey?
I'm just a starving writer, Detective. What do you want to ask about?
Evelyn Summers, and why she was found beaten and strangled in the rail depot on Santa Fe.
Okay. I see your point.
How well did you know her?
I can't say that I knew her. It was more like I was aware of her.
Beleza. Ele tem passagem pela polícia, será?
Have a criminal record, Mr. McCaffrey.
Nothing serious. I've had a few skirmishes.
You want to save me some time, or do you want me to look up your file?
Industrial disputes, strikes, workers' rights, that kind of thing.
A regular fifth columnist. Nice to meet you, comrade.
Aí, ó. A relação dele com a
You say
vítima.
you barely knew Evelyn?
Yes, that is correct.
Mentira.
You're lying, McCaffrey. You look down your nose at Evelyn, but you knew her, and you have some idea of what happened.
I hope you're holding aces. I'm telling you again, I barely knew the woman.
É engraçado. Você tá falando que você mal conhece ela, só que ela tem um livro que é teu.
Why would you lend her your book on metaphysics if you only knew her in passing? It was more than that. A Renaissance man like yourself, lending his books to his acolytes.
She hounded me about that goddamn book, and then she lifts it from my apartment and lies to my face that she didn't take it, as if she could even comprehend any of it. I saw her go into a hotel with Tiernan last night. They had booze in a paper bag. He's your man.
Thank you for the information, Mr. McCaffrey.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
And where exactly are we going?
Car 11K, come in. Car 11K, KGPL.
11 King.
A message from Captain Donnelly, return to Central, go to.
11 King, en route. Let's not keep the man waiting, Phelps.
Automaticamente me mandou pra polícia, pro distrito. Vamos lá falar então com o Donnelly, com o Skinner.
Captain is downstairs with Ray Pinker and Carruthers.
Ah, pronto, vamos lá então. O Skipper. Mais informações sobre o caso da Dália Negra.
What's this about, Captain?
Ray and Mal have some concerns over the Henry and Muller cases, which I don't want aired outside of this room.
The evidence is solid, Captain.
I agree, Rusty. It's just that corpses keep piling up.
Copycats.
I've been banging the same drum. But the notes and the lipstick messages.
Evelyn Summers, Cartel Classic Carmine. Each woman, same brand, same color.
Teresa Terrelson didn't have a lipstick message.
Technically, you're right, Rusty. She didn't have any lipstick, but she did have a message. We found it beneath her dress, scraped with a sharp stick.
What did it say?
You sure you want to know?
Ray?
As far as we can be sure, it said cunt BD.
That's one way of looking at it.
Looking at what?
Cunt is all about access, Phelps. You're married, so yours is mortgaged. Some of us like to pay by installments. This guy doesn't like to pay at all.
Why are you so angry, Mal?
Because I just had to fire one of my assistants. He was a friend of Jameson's. God knows what he might have been up to.
Captain, we have good leads in the Summers case, but it's up to you to decide how we proceed.
Keep this under your hat for now. And follow up on Evelyn Summers. I want daily reports.
Tá tudo batendo as coisas. As evidências estão todas batendo.
Back to the Summers case. Get an address from McCaffrey that will blow the bar. I'll meet you outside.
Agora sim nós vamos lá pro
You're behind the wheel.
pro boliche. Rolling Bowling Alley.
Let me pose a question.
Depends. What you got to do with it?
Morals. Would it bother you to put the wrong person away?
Depends.
On what?
On whether anyone except the poor son of a bitch in the Slam River found out.
The American Century Broadcasting System.
Aí, ó. O Rawlings Bowling. Olha, faz tempo que eu não jogo um boliche. Um ano e pouquinho.
Hello, Rusty. Two on your usual lane?
I'm Detective Phelps. Homicide.
You must be new. What's your shoe size?
We're conducting an investigation, ma'am. Do you know the name Evelyn Summers?
Sounds like I should. Oh, maybe it could be Jimmy's friend.
Jimmy?
James Tiernan. He's a pin setter.
James Tiernan.
One day he introduced me to a lady after work. It stuck in my mind. She was much older, too old for him.
Where can we find Jimmy, Florence?
He'll be hopping around the lanes toward the back.
Thanks, ma'am.
Olha lá, ó.
Let's go get him.
Olha o cara lá.
Tiernan, LAPD.
Ó o fujão.
There.
What are you waiting for? Get after it!
We might go faster if we weren't carrying the extra weight. These are flashy cars to be parked outside a bowling alley.
The lanes attract a fast-living individual with money to burn.
Or a middle-aged individual with the need to feel virile.
Phelps, you gotta get me closer! Another runner. At least we've got a suspect.
Why do they always run? I'm sure we've got the wrong person in more than one of these homicides, but they always seem to lam it.
You know, your theories are not airtight by any means. I'll try to shoot out his tire. Wish me luck.
If this isn't the killer, we can at least get him for reckless endangerment.
That's unless he runs into a
Reckless and dangerous.
Hit him, Cole! Spit him out! He's going through the square!
I hope the people see him in time to get out of the way.
Come on, Phelps, you're losing that little weasel.
What if they run because someone's setting them up? Because they feel like the deck is stacked against them?
Don't make up ridiculous stories for them, detective. Leave that to the perp's imagination. Whoa, looks like we're going into the tunnels.
God damn it, he'll kill himself.
All right, as long as he doesn't kill us, I'm okay with it.
Show me your hands.
Atropelei ele. Desculpa aí, Isaac, eu não tava prestando atenção no chat porque eu tava buscando o cara aqui. Tudo bom com você? Peguei o intraventor. Aí, ó. Depois disso, onde tem um telefone por aqui? Porra. Que dele? Ali. Longe pra caramba. Vamos usar o telefone.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need an address for a Grosvenor McCaffrey.
Grosvenor McCaffrey. Apartment 6, 126 Yale Street, between Ord and Alpine.
Thanks.
Pronto. Agora nós vamos voltar, pegar o nosso carro e vamos lá no apartamento do McCaffrey. Ó o cara, tá doido? Sai da frente.
You know the way. You can drive.
McCaffrey's apartment. Vamos, Rusty. Cara demorado, porra. E o apartamento dele, qual que é? É o 6.
Apartment 6.
E qual que é a disposição? 1 e 2, 3 e 4. É lá em cima. Cinco e 6. Aqui, ó. Aqui não tem nada. O cara tem telefone em casa? Tá chique. Tá, o livro.
Don't think this is any use to us.
Tá, não vou mexer com isso aqui ainda não. A parte de baixo da carta também não vou mexer. Tem as roupas incineradas.
It would take a smarter man than me to connect that.
Só tem isso? Então tá. A carta. Parte de baixo. Torn letter.
From the letter we found beside the body. At the very least, I'd say it ties McCaffrey to the scene.
E a chave.
He said he was at home. He said he didn't know her. And we have the book.
Let's see Carruthers argue his way out of this one.
Aí a gente mexendo, ó, eu sabia.
Who are you guys? What are you doing in here?
We're from the LAPD, ma'am. Do you know where we might find McCaffrey?
I'm his neighbor. Is he in trouble?
Look, lady, we need to find him, and in a hurry. Are you gonna give me trouble?
He has a pigeon coop up on the roof. He spends his mornings up there when he's been drinking.
How do we get up there?
Down the hall and up the stairs.
Drunk and in command of a carrier pigeon. Surely we can write him up for that. A citation at least.
Vamos subir.
I hear he's an honest cop.
Aqui, ó. Vamos lá. O cara tem um viveiro, ó.
McCaffrey? Running on a hangover, McCaffrey? Sit down and we'll talk.
Go get our wheels.
Os caras não dão um mole pra nós. Não pode fazer com que a nossa vida seja mais simples. Não tem que correr atrás dos caras, porra.
There he is. See him?
Vamos, Rusty, me ajude? Peguei. Isso aí.
McCaffrey, you're under arrest on suspicion of murdering Evelyn Summers.
We need to get downtown and wrap this thing up. It's got to be McCaffrey. Unless Tiernan set him up.
Daí nós temos esses dois suspeitos. Nós temos o Tiernan, que é o cara que a gente pegou lá no boliche, e o McCaffrey.
We have a list of over 200 suspects. His name was never on it.
If you think the list is exhaustive, Rusty, who am I to argue?
Listen, let's just work the case at hand, shall we? Then we can sit down and put all the puzzle pieces together at a later date.
I'll hold you to that.
Aí, ó. Chegamos. Pelo que eu sei, a gente tem que falar com o Tiernan primeiro.
You sure you can make it stick with one of these suspects, Jeff?
It's either McCaffrey or Tiernan, sir. I think Jameson is an aberration.
All right. I'll deal with that degraded lunatic myself. He's got some fearful retribution coming. Tiernan isn't one, McCaffrey isn't two. I want the confession from one of them. Don't fail me, young fellas.
Vamos lá, na 1.
Need a drink. I got the jitters again.
Why did you run, Tiernan?
I was the last one to see Evelyn that night. I knew you would think it was me.
Como que você conhecia a vítima?
Can you describe your relationship with Evelyn?
I barely knew Evelyn.
Keep lying to me and I'll have you charged and in front of a grand jury before your feet touch the ground.
How can you possibly prove Evelyn and I were more than friends?
McCaffrey gave you up, Tiernan. He says he saw you go into your hotel with Evelyn.
I met Evelyn at the public library. We would read for a while and then go for a drink. Last night, we went back to my hotel room and had some more to drink. I must have passed out. I woke up and she was gone.
What time was this?
Around midnight, maybe later.
And there's no one who can confirm this?
No, there isn't. I knew you wouldn't believe me.
Tá, pera aí.
No, don't go. We both want the truth here.
Ah, eu não posso sair por enquanto.
Aristotle's Metaphysics, the book that belonged to McCaffrey.
McCaffrey saw her looking at her once and laughed in her face.
And you're saying Evelyn stole it?
She wanted something of his.
We either
Parece
hang this
Batoré.
on you or McCaffrey. You better give us something.
Well, McCaffrey's been in trouble with the law before. I mean, he always makes out it was some kind of labor dispute, but, you know, I'm not so sure.
Tá, e qual que é o teu
You and Evelyn were
álibi?
drinking together last night, and she had no other place to stay.
I don't know what happened last night. I don't remember.
You're lying, Tiernan. You'd been fighting with her. You fought, and...
I'm not lying! She got up and left, that was it!
É engraçado que o Robbins falou que você comprou os
She
vinhos.
left, but she came back. She bought you a quart of whiskey to make it up to you. She told the liquor store owner. You're in deep trouble, buddy.
She said she loved me. She wanted to care for me. She would never stop talking about McCaffrey. McCaffrey was a writer, and McCaffrey was a hero. McCaffrey cared for the little guy.
Did you kill her, Tiernan?
I might as well have. Kicked her out. She had nowhere to go.
Ah, ele dispensou ela. Tá, e como que você conseguiu a arma do
Do you
crime?
own a car, Tiernan?
No, I don't.
Have access to a lug wrench?
We use a lot of them to clear jams in the pin setting machines.
Continua.
Coroner's report says that Evelyn was killed with a wrench. I think you did it and then planted the evidence at McCaffrey's apartment for us to find.
We went to his apartment. McCaffrey was up on the roof. Evelyn stole the book. McCaffrey went crazy when he found out. He said he would put her out of her misery. He can be very cruel.
Evelyn was missing a ring from her right hand.
That's strange. She always wore it. Big black circular disc with a white E in the middle. It was made from an old typewriter key, present from the prop department at her old movie studio.
We're going to talk to McCaffrey. You need to think about what you've told us, Tiernan. You're not in the clear.
Agora nós vamos lá falar com o outro.
We got a stakeout down on Second later tonight.
You ready to
O
answer some
bonitão.
questions?
You think I have all the answers?
People who run from the police usually have something to hide.
Touché, detective. Let's see where this takes us.
Alibi.
Evelyn died sometime around midnight. Remind me, where were you?
I was at home, writing. I'm working on a manuscript.
Mentira.
You're lying, McCaffrey. You were out at the rail yard.
And what do you have that proves I was there?
Porque nós achamos a metade da carta, cadê? Aqui, ó.
How about half of Augusta Summers' last correspondence with her daughter?
What are you talking about?
After you were done beating Evelyn, you searched her and found her mother's letter. That old lady's anguish amused you.
I know nothing about a letter or Evelyn's goddamn mother.
So what was it doing on your writing desk?
I don't know, but if I didn't put it there, somebody else did. Try exercising your powers of deduction on that.
Sim, claro. E como que você conseguiu a chave?
We found the lug wrench that Evelyn was battered with in your apartment, and the note from her mother, and your blood-stained clothing. We have you cold, McCaffrey.
You think if I could be bothered to murder Evelyn Summers, I would be stupid enough to leave the evidence in my apartment?
Cara, você é muito mentiroso.
I don't believe you, Grosvenor. The evidence says that you killed her.
You can prove that I wanted to kill Evelyn?
Claro. Porque a acusação do Tiernan é muito forte contra você.
Tiernan is prepared to testify that you threatened Evelyn's life in his presence.
Self-preservation. It's understandable. Okay, I'll level with you. Tiernan killed Evelyn. He came to me for help. I listened to him, and he explained why he did it.
Tiernan went to you for help. You expect me to buy that?
That's how it went down. I told him he made a terrible mistake, but he would be throwing his life away if he went to the cops. I took his things and told him I would dispose of them.
But you didn't.
Speak to Tiernan. He'll give it up.
I saved a whole year for that car.
I don't want no part of it. The captain finds out. Dead. Operator, give me R&I.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need the jacket on a Grosvenor McCaffrey.
Just a moment, Detective. McCaffrey was formerly under surveillance by the Red Squad. Convictions for petty theft. Dishonorable discharge from the Army during training at Syracuse.
Olha o cara, meu.
Says he almost beat the woman to death.
Thank you.
Não tem essa. Serviço militar.
You were in the war?
Yes, I was. Seeing the things that I saw, it changes a man. I came back here determined to change things. All I wanted was a pen and an opportunity to speak out.
You told us before that you had only minor run-ins with the police. You didn't mention petty theft.
I've never been in trouble for violence. That's the salient point here, isn't it?
Vamos usar um ponto de intuição e remover uma das respostas. Aí, lógico, pra variar, ele tá mentindo pra nós.
You're lying, McCaffrey. You have a history of violence towards women.
How do you turn a couple parking tickets and a petty theft misdemeanor into an assault charge?
Mentira.
We know all about you and your dishonorable discharge. Beating some poor woman near to death in Syracuse. You've never been in combat, McCaffrey. Your whole life is a fraud.
She was a goddamn peasant whore! She tried to steal from my wallet. I could have fought for this country. I could have...
You beat her because she stole from you. Because she tried to outsmart you.
The ignorant audacity of the bitch. What is a man supposed to do? Sit there and take it? How is a man supposed to call himself a man?
And Evelyn Summers, a poor, drunken nobody, stole your book.
And she got what was coming to her.
Claro. E aí você matou.
I'm charging you with the murder of Evelyn Summers. She was a sad lady and never hurt anyone except herself. I hope God finds a way to forgive you.
Congratulations, boys. You bagged the fine catch. Another red to boot. Grand. Now, I want you to put this business about a repeat offender out of your mind. This McCaffrey creature shows no remorse. And neither will the grand jury.
Fala, tributão. Desculpa, eu tava prestando atenção aqui no interrogatório. Por isso que eu não falei nada. E aí, tudo bem? Pegamos aí o assassino da mulher, da Evelyn. Mais uma pra conta. Tá aí, ó. Pistas encontradas, 17 de 17. Perguntas feitas, 14 de 14. E a conduta. Nenhum dano pro carro, nenhum machucado e nenhum prejuízo pra cidade. Grosvenor McCaffrey can write a tell-all memoir from his cell on death row. O cara vai pro corredor da morte, cara. Que beleza. Agora vamos pro último caso da homicídios.
We have lost most of Shaughnessy and Dunn's squad. The gunny is dead, first platoon is in worse shape. That medic is either crazy or the bravest man alive.
Can we rally with the first and try for the Nambus?
It's sheer to the left. To the right, it goes right through a pass with 2 Nambus and enfilade. Mate, we can lose everyone.
Lieutenant! Get back off this fucking bridge! They'll start walking the mortars back to their own positions! We only have minutes! I'm in charge here, Sergeant! Get your men off the bridge, Lieutenant! What's your unit, Sergeant? We don't have time for this, Lieutenant! What's your unit, Sergeant? I company 22nd Marines, Lieutenant, and we just saved your ass by fording the river. My orders are to reconnoiter the... I think that point is now moot! You have 10 men left! My orders are to save what's left! Move out!
Os caras tomando bomba na cara. Olha, ó, The Quarter Moon Murders. Os assassinatos da lua crescente, né? Acho que é isso. Lua crescente e lua minguante. Eu sei que é um desses.
Well done, lads. You did well with the Summers case. But we have a problem. The examiner received a new letter today.
Do you mind if I take a look, Ray?
Go right ahead. They've both been rinsed in gasoline like the previous letters, so I can't lift a print.
Vamos ver aqui.
No one else but the killer knew about this message.
Can't be define me. Where I hide myself. Tem nada. Percy by Shelley. Daí trecho do livro.
Suffer woes, which hope thinks infinite. To forgive wrongs darker than death or night.
Na hora de cortar essas unhas aí, hein, Phelps? Tá grande. Aí outra carta banhada de gasolina.
Another snippet from the Shelley poem. If the note is from the Dahlia maniac, he definitely also killed Teresa Terrell.
Mal and I agree.
But where does that leave us? If this is the Dahlia killer, and he is responsible for the Tarrelson murder, not to mention the Muller
Hang
case.
on a moment, Skipper.
Let me finish, Rusty. We have 5 birds in hand and none in the bush. The department will not survive a scandal if we have to let them all go without catching a fiend first. Your careers will be over for a start, gentlemen.
Looking in wonder.
Ah, fuck it. I knew this run was too good to be true.
I hid myself within a fountain in the public square.
You like that stuff? What is it supposed to mean?
It's supposed to... Forget what it's supposed to... What does he want?
Where are you going with this, Cole?
He's obviously taunting us. He believes he's far more intelligent than we are.
Okay, it's some kind of story, right? A guy that God hates, chains him up.
It's an allegory, Rusty.
A what? Story with 2 meanings. A symbolic meaning. But that's what he wants us to think.
Could he be using it literally? Within a fountain in a public square? Could it be that easy?
Can somebody tell me what the fuck is going on?
The fountain in Pershing Square. Come on, we have a clue. Captain? Thanks, Ray.
Be careful, Phelps. This is his game you're playing now.
Ó lá, ó. Vamos começar a pegar as pistas agora pro assassino em série. É aqui a saída?
Jesus H. Christ! I don't want to arrest the kid. So I just gave him a dusting he won't forget.
Não. Aqui, ó. Vamos pegar a barca.
Can you drive to this one? All those cases, Rusty. What have I been telling you all along?
We gotta get this guy.
I know. Enough women have died.
Yeah, and it's our asses on the line too, Phelps. You heard what the captain said. The department is not gonna take responsibility for all those bad convictions.
Success is a double-edged sword.
Let's just get this sick pervert and have it done with.
Agora que nós vamos nos pontos turísticos. Olha a fonte. Sai da frente. Olha.
Rather you than me, Phelps. You know the local hobos use them to drink.
There is a cave, all overgrown with trailing, odorous plants which curtain out the day. Where next? Elizabeth Short, Betty Short, Black Dahlia.
Elizabeth Short's social security card.
Jesus Christ.
That's not all. There's another stanza from Shelley.
Can you work it out?
You got a city map? See if you can work out where he's taking us. I don't like this freak leading us around by the nose.
Carro escondido. Biblioteca pública. É aqui que tem que ir no Hall of Records. Nossa, caiu o frame rate bonito aqui.
You're behind the wheel.
You're behind the wheel. Cadê o Rusty? Oh, ela demora 200 anos, não acompanha?
Him. It's really him, the fuck who killed the Dahlia. Can you believe this? He's leading us.
It's his game, Rusty. You may want someone to catch him, but he's extremely dangerous. I doubt if he will give up easily.
Suits me down to the fucking ground. We clip this fuck and we get citation. What a day to be a cop. Pencil pushing Parker won't be able to shove me aside after this.
Ah, o negócio que tem que subir lá no lustre. Como que o cara colocou isso que é impressionante.
Can I help you, sir?
Detectives, LAPD. This is very important, sir. How do we get to the top of the chandelier?
You what?
Have a little faith, pal. We're in a real hurry.
Head up to the top floor. There's an access panel and a ladder in the maintenance room.
É mais? Aqui, ó.
I think his name is Phelps. I read about him in the paper. Isn't that the cop that caught the guy that was...
Oh, I wish I could afford that.
That price is outrageous. Let's go.
Não tinha visto a escadinha. Tá aí.
Going out there, Rusty.
Better you than me. Be careful. Could be a trap.
Caralho. Aí, consegui. O relógio da mulher?
Deirdre Muller's missing watch.
E mais um pedaço da carta.
From the temples high of man's ear and eye, roofed over sculptures and poesy. Where have I seen that?
Jesus Christ, hold it off that goddamn thing. Find a rope, Rusty. There isn't time. See if you can swing that thing from side to side. Get it over the edge, then jump for it. Swing. Come on.
Vamos.
Swing that goddamn thing and jump for it.
Aí. Quase que eu fui de Vasco.
Aqui. Pera aí.
Olha lá.
That was too close.
Yeah, well, the higher you climb, the further you fall.
Let's get out of here.
Another Dahlia clue?
No. A yellow gold wristwatch.
A Mulder dame.
Yes. And a scrap of the poem.
Another location.
Vamos lá então. Continuando então. Cadê o nosso carango? Ó, tá cheio dos carrão bonito aqui. Ô, louco. Não, mas o nosso é esse aqui. Não pode pegar. Não. Primeiro tem que marcar. Agora que eu lembrei. E para onde nós vamos? Para a biblioteca pública. É aqui? Cadê? Aqui, ó. Biblioteca pública. Aí, marcando aqui. Aí a gente faz o Rusty dirigir para nós.
You know the way. You can drive.
É o carro do Rusty.
This guy needs to be
Olha,
taken out
ele
of
que dirige.
circulation.
He takes pleasure at stringing us along, demonstrating how much smarter he is.
You can enjoy it while it lasts. Got you now, genius. Coming for you.
Não, ele se passa no ano antigo.
Foi lançado em que ano?
2010 o jogo.
Tá, puxa.
E o jogo se passa em 1947. Aí, ó. Ah, essa é que tem que escalar, tem que subir. Essa a gente tem que subir.
I'm pulling rank here, Cole. Not hauling myself. Go get it, Tiger.
You'd slow me down anyway, old timer.
Mas acho que é ali no... E se eu não me engano tem um troféuzinho de conseguir subir tudo sem perder o chapéu. Aqui, ó. Sobe aí. Daqui nós subimos aqui. E aqui. Aqui começa daí a palhaçada. Aqui. Oh, oh. Não. Na escada, pô.
Aqui é daqui pra matar você.
Ó, aqui, ó. Daí aqui agora tem que passar pela madeira.
Eu tenho medo de passar em negócios assim.
Aí. Primeira foi. Aí, pra subir aqui no encanamento. Aqui tem a escada. Pula lá. E pula ali. Vamos indo bem de boa, bem sossegado. Sem pressa. Ó, bem. Aqui não tem nada. Ó. Mais um aqui, ó. Caiu, morreu. Muito alto. Oh, meu Deus. Levanta. Ah, olha lá, mas...
Perdeu o chapéu.
I'm pulling rank here, Cole. Not hauling myself up there. Go get it, Tiger.
You'd slow me down anyway, old timer.
Ai, vamos lá. É que ali é... Os comandos é bem confuso. Vamos lá. Aqui caiu, não morre.
Você só vai quebrar a perna.
Não, porque o negócio aqui não é alto, ó. É baixinho ali, ó. Lá que é alto.
Se eu fosse estar aí, nem conseguiria. Tá em cima. Eu estaria lá embaixo.
Vamos subir. Pular ali. Pular lá. Podia ter pulado errado. Subir a escada. E aqui sim que é alto, ó. Devagar. Ah, porra! Aí.
Sometimes a step
Daí
backwards,
desce
step
aqui.
in the right direction.
O lado ruim é que você perdeu o chapéu.
Não, mas o importante é passar. Depois eu faço o caso de novo e tento fazer sem perder o chapéu. Aí aqui. Daí desce. E agora tem a escada aqui. Aí, ó, cheguei no topo. Aí, ó, achei. Daí tem o broche
Our Lady of Guadalupe, ripped from
da
Antonia's necklace.
Antônia e mais um pedaço da carta.
Meu Deus, quantas cartas tem nesse jogo?
Round which death laughed, sepulchred emblems of dead destruction, ruin within ruin. So this is a treasure hunt.
Daí agora a gente
What is it
desce.
this time?
The religious medal from the Maldonado case.
The Dahlia, Moeller, Maldonado. And this gets out.
We still have to find the guy, Rusty.
Another poem. Well, you must have some idea, right? Come on, Phelps. We're on a roll here. Don't let me down.
Cadê a barca? Aqui. Aí. Nós vamos para Westlake Tar Pits. É aqui, ó. Westlake Tar Pits. Que agora eu vou andar no lamaçal.
You can drive.
We're gonna catch hell for this. Banging up innocent men.
The newspapers will crucify the guy. They won't have time to wonder about our mistakes. We'll be okay, Rusty. As long as we catch the guy.
I hope you're right, Cole. Let's take a quick intermission. We'll be famous if we make this case.
Todos os assassinatos que aconteceram antes, o cara foi pegando as coisas e juntando e fazendo gente de louco. Aí, ó, daí nós vamos andar aqui nesse rio cheio de lama.
Onde que tem tigre de pato? Nossa senhora. Eu entendi que você tem que fazer isso, tem que fazer parkour.
Ó lá, ó. Aí o Rusty, né? Lógico.
These are my best shoes, Phelps. I'll leave you to it.
Ó lá, ó.
Very funny.
O cara dá risada, mas não vem, né? Babaca. Eu que tenho que ir.
Whoa! Gonna move on, Cole. Those boards are stinking. You want to end up like the other car?
Parece que esse piote tá subindo.
Gangway, take you around, Phelps. Can you get to the car?
Eu acho que é aqui, ó.
Easy.
Tem que olhar o chão. Não, aqui não tem nada. Ah! Uhum. E tem que ficar de olho no chão aqui, ó. Aí eu pisei fora.
Easy.
How you doing out there?
I'd be doing better if you were the one trying to get across this thing. Steady. That's at the forefront of my thinking. Steady.
Aí, acho que eu cheguei. É, aqui no meio. Ah, tá aqui? Aqui, ó. Achei. O sapato da mulher.
Pedaço da cara.
One of Teresa Terrellson's shoes.
Vi alguma coisa. Viviane.
Miss Vivienne. Não. Aí mais um pedaço da carta.
A sphere which is as many thousand spheres. Okay, where to now?
Daí depois de voltar, ó, que daí ele volta sozinho, de barco, ó.
What is it? An open-toed white shoe and another stanza from the poem.
Oh, I really thought that hobo bum did the Terrellson broad.
Confessions from the insane aren't the most credible evidence, Rusty.
Aí depois disso nós vamos pro Museu de Arte de Los Angeles.
Power over us, making us run around all over the city for the crumbs he's losing.
So if we keep this up, we can find the guy?
Se aquele tigre fosse de verdade, ele já estaria morto já.
Tá aqui a barca. Vamos lá. Mapa. Cadê o Museu de Arte? Aqui a igreja. Tá rolando um assalto aqui, ó. Street Crime Location. Carro escondido, não é isso que eu quero. Opa. Outro carro escondido. Country Art Museum. Public. Hall of Records. Cadê? Aqui, ó. LA County Art Museum. Aqui. Ah, é aqui pertinho.
You're behind the wheel.
So this guy looks out for women in bars who've had too much to drink.
Who are emotionally disturbed.
Need a shoulder to cry on, he plies them with booze.
Probably offers them a lift home.
Then beats their brains out and strangles them. Could be any schmo hanging out in the bar.
No, not anyone. He displays the bodies, leaves us messages. For all the violence, it's very controlled behavior.
Ó, tem que entrar lá no meio do labirinto, que vai ser uma beleza. E aí, ó, achar a estrutura, ó, tá aí, ó.
Se eu fosse você, eu subiria.
On it goes. Do you think we'll reach the end of this?
Tá, a entrada, cadê? É aqui.
You ever been in here, Johnny?
No. I have no intention of going in. I heard that thing's tricky.
Ele nunca vai, ó.
Here and have a quiet smoke. Think about hidden meetings.
É, não, sobra pra nós. Aí no único caminho possível, até a gente chegar num T. Aí, ó, aqui, ó. Isso aqui é um T. Porque a gente tá aqui, daí pode ir pra esquerda ou ir pra direita. Aí a gente vai pra direita. Daí quando a gente chega na junção, vamos pra direita de novo. Se eu não me engano é isso. Não. Acho que é aqui, ó. Não, pior que era ali mesmo. Não dá pra ver ele. Ó, o negócio é aqui, ó. Ele tá aqui dentro. Tá vendo? Aí, ó. É nóis. O anel.
Once belonging to Celine Axford Henry.
Henry. E mais um pedaço da carta.
Thrones, altars, judgment seats, prisons. No, it couldn't be.
Ó, demorou, tá até escurecendo.
Henry's ring. How far does this thing go? How did we not catch this nut job?
Tá, aí daqui, puta, tá salvando. Aí, agora acho que dá. Nós vamos no Intolerance Set. Já tá marcado no mapa. Mas a gente precisa pegar o... Tomara que não tenha machucado ela, porque pode reduzir minha nota. Derrubar a mulher. Vamos lá.
Tomara que não tenha machucado ela mesmo. Até vou voltar pra ver aqui.
He's leaving us this trail of evidence. Why?
Vanity. He wants to see if there's anyone out there smart enough to catch him.
He leaves us evidence with every location he's tracked.
He's testing us, physically and mentally, to see whether we are worthy.
The Titan guy. You have the stoush with God.
Very good. You thinking about reading
Aí
some
esse é o
Shelley?
último ponto, que nós temos que ir lá agora no set de filmagem pra pegar a última parte.
I'm sticking to the funny papers and the form guide. You sleep better at night.
Ai, eu adoro ver pancadaria. Nem deu pra ver você derrubando ela.
Movie 7. 7h30 da noite. Chuva. Olha a cagada.
There's a throne up there. Now that's another good field.
Eu só não me lembro exatamente o caminho.
Nossa, foi coitado da mulher. Achei que você derrubou ela em um buraco. Lembra?
Jesus, now look what you did. Hang on, Cole. I'll get you off of there.
Ah, não pula? Qual que é a fita? Tem que ficar equilibrando ali?
Jesus, now look what you did. Hang on, Cole. I'll get you off of there.
Olha lá. Deixa eu ver aqui. Ah. Tem que ficar no meio?
Jesus, now look what you did. Hang on, Cole. I'll get you off of
Tá,
there.
tá indo pra trás, então a gente vai pra frente. Tá indo pra cá, a gente vem pra cá. Olha lá. Não, que pular a sequência que tá doido?
Jesus, now look what you did. Hang on, Cole. I'll get you off of there.
Gotta make it to the next platform. Get that thing as close as you can.
Ah, eu coloquei pra cima, pô. Ele fez um negócio pra me ajudar e na hora que eu tava indo, não foi.
Jesus, now look what you did. Hang on, Cole. I'll get you off of there.
Gotta make it.
Olha lá, eu coloquei pra cima, porra.
Jesus, now look what you did. Hang on, Cole. I'll get you off of there.
Vem, 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 vem.
You gotta make it to the next platform. Get that thing as close as you can, then jump.
Vai, pula. Aí. Finalmente consegui. Onde que é agora mesmo? É descendo aqui? Achei.
Typewriter ring. Evelyn Summers.
O anel da Evelyn Summers. E a última parte da carta.
Finalmente.
Place he calls home. End of the line.
Ó, vai dar merda. Tá desmoronando tudo.
No, 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 no. Come on. Ah, no.
Aí.
Conseguiu sobreviver.
I thought the whole thing was gonna come crashing down on.
Aí agora nós vamos pra igreja que nós vamos pegar o assassino. É agora.
The last trophy was her ring.
Find another piece of the poem?
Yes. The last piece.
You sure, Cole?
Let's find out.
California is one of the finest jewels in America's crown.
Christ's Crown of Thorns. Como que é o nome? É isso mesmo, Christ's Crown of Thorns, ali mesmo.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
Aí aqui não tem mais volta. Abandoned Church and Presbytery.
reminds me of my days as an altar boy.
There's a light coming from the house.
Nothing hasty, gentlemen.
Olha lá quem que é o
Your hands where I can see them.
assassino.
I'll be forced to redecorate the
O
stucco.
bartender.
We're from the LAPD, sir. I'm gonna tell you only once to lower your weapon.
The LAPD, you say? Is it really possible you could have found me after all this time? How interesting.
Put down the gun, shitbird. Last warning.
This boorish ignoramus could never have found me. It was you, wasn't it? Do you remember me, detective?
The temp bartender.
Yes, you found me. You know what I'm capable of, and yet you walk in here like lambs, dressed for the slaughter.
We'll see about that. Where did he go?
Down the tunnel?
You can't let the son of a bitch get away.
The house, Rusty. There must be another entrance into the house.
Não é por aqui, é dentro da igreja mesmo? É, aqui, ó.
LAPD, give yourself up.
Tem uma entrada por aqui. Olha lá, ó.
Sweet Jesus. We're going down there?
I'll go.
It means necessary.
Call for backup and keep an eye out above ground and see where this thing comes out. Don't let me down, Rusty.
You're an interesting man, detective. Why the police force?
Reinforcements are on the way. Cease and desist.
Do I get a sense you're looking for personal redemption? Do you think we have something in common?
Surrender now or I will use deadly force.
Vamos? Parece?
comfortable out of the light, officer? Are you comfortable?
This thing has come to an end. You know that.
Aqui é só pra proteger.
You're exactly what I expected. We were looking for a low achiever.
Não. É, subiu. Porra!
We're going down there.
I'll go. Call for backup and keep an eye out above ground and see where this thing comes out.
É pra direita. Recupera a vida e vai.
Cease and desist.
Do I get a sense you're looking for personal redemption? Do you think we have something in common?
Porra. Não vai pegar o chapéu aí.
Surrender now or I will use deadly force. This thing has come to an end. You know that.
Are you comfortable out of the light, officer? Are you comfortable?
You're exactly what I expected. We were looking for a low achiever. Reinforcements are on the...
Da puta. Matei.
Where's the press, Cap? I think Phelps and I should get a medal for this. This has got to be the case of the year, right? the case of the century when you think about it.
You finished?
Yes, Skipper.
Good. Because there won't be any press briefings or commendations.
What are you talking about? We got the werewolf, the guy who killed the Dahlia, killed all the other broads.
You got no one. Mason was a ghost.
Can you at least tell us why, Captain?
Mason is the half-brother of one of the most highly elected officials in this country.
How high?
Beyond the moon for mere mortals like us, Rusty. There'll be no more mention of him. The city owes you both. But there'll be no mileage in ever bringing this up again.
What's going to happen to the suspects in the cases, Captain? I won't be a part of that.
A bit of missing evidence at the grand jury. A procedural error here, a mistake there. They'll all be quietly let go. The DA knows how we got to play it.
That's it?
I'm afraid it is. And I have some news for you, fellas. No more rooting around in the entrails of cadavers and corpses for you. The head of Vice has asked the chief for you. I'm reluctant to see.
Olha aí, ó. Agora eu vou ser promovido. Vou sair dos homicídios e agora vou pros narcóticos.
Esse é o murder?
Esse é meu chefe. Aí, ó. Pistas encontradas 15 de 15. Promovido. Olha lá, ó.
Você conquistou um troféu.
Sem nenhum dano ao carro. Sem nenhum dano. Até a mulher lá também não se machucou. E nenhum dano à propriedade. The case of the Black Dahlia remains open. The truth lost to all but a handful of men. Bom. Agora a parada vai mudar.
I'm scared, Sarge. Everybody's scared, kid. Anyone who says he isn't is a damn liar. How many times have you been in combat, Sarge? I was with Raider Battalion on Peleliu my first time. Was it bad? It's always bad. Will this be bad? As bad as it gets, kid. But you stick by the Marine next to you and he will stick by you. So, some of the guys, they aren't very friendly, Sarge. They've lost a lot of their friends in the last couple of days, kid. They think if they don't get to know you that they won't have to grieve for you if you get killed. They're wrong. It doesn't work that way. Don't worry. No Marine in this company will let you down.
É isso aí. Olha, The Black Caesar.
Phelps, welcome to Vice. This is your new partner, Roy Earl. Take a seat.
Olha, agora eu trabalho com o Roy Earl. Aquele babacão lá, lembra?
We need a man with your kind of starch on this desk, son. We have 2 dead Negroes found in an apartment this morning on Yucca Street. Number 6358, apartment 5.
We got better things to be doing than wasting our time on 2 dead junkies.
Did I ask your opinion, detective? 2 men dead on U.S. Army issue morphine. That makes it an advice case. Beat it.
Yes, sir. You and the lieutenant have some history?
You could say that. We used to be partners. So, you're working with the big boys now, Cole?
I guess so, Roy. I thought Homicide was the primo assignment.
That may be the case. I asked for you personally, Phelps.
Olha lá, o cara que pediu para que eu viesse.
How does it feel?
The lieutenant seems to think I'm doing okay.
Okay? Don't get humble on me, Phelps. You're doing great. You're the department pinup boy.
War hero and crime fighter. What a combination. I can assure
Olha
you.
lá, ele me deu a chave do carro dele até pra dirigir. Agora a gente anda com um carro conversível. Mas eu não vou andar agora, eu não vou fazer nada. Porque nós estamos com 3 horinhas de live aí, já tá de bom tamanho pra hoje. E eu vou deixar separado as cadernetas. Ó. Vou deixar bem bonitinho. Vou fazer uma playlist, inclusive. O que acontece? A gente vem aqui, ó, em casos. Tá aqui, ó, Patrol Desk, Traffic e a Homicide, que foi a que eu acabei de fazer. Na Homicide tá aqui, ó, todas as missões.
Traffic é tráfico.
Então, e daí, ó, todos os que eu fiz. Tem 3 missões no primeiro vídeo e mais 3 missões que eu fiz hoje. The White Shoes Lane, Studio Secretary Murder e Quarter Moon Murders. Então, o que acontece? Eu vou deixar separadinho essas daqui da Homicide. E aí amanhã a gente começa com a Vice, que é a que eu tô. E daí ó, ela já tem 2 aqui, ó, porque na verdade são as expansões. Refer Madness e The Naked City. Eu tô na Black Caesar, que é a primeira. Então eu vou fazer amanhã, vou separar os vídeos certinho para ficar com as agendas separadas. Beleza? Então amanhã é nóis, de tarde, lá por umas 3 horas, 3 e pouco. Dá pra fazer umas 2 ou 3 2 ou 3 casos. Que esse daqui é meio grande, o Vice. E aí tem a última, que é a Arson, que aqui já aparece porque tem a última expansão aqui, ó, Nicholson Electroplating. Beleza? Então amanhã a gente continua. Eu vou me despedindo. Que Deus abençoe. Fiquem todos com Deus. E amanhã nós estamos de volta. Tributão, o Isaac que apareceu e o Pirata. Fiquem todos com Deus. Um beijo nos corações. E eu fui.